We're in Zanzibar. You can probably tell that's the call to prayer. It is Ramadan, so it's an interesting time to be here because people are not allowed to eat and drink during the day. So it gets very busy at night, but here it is about midday. It's relatively quiet, particularly the food and snack businesses. Nobody seems to be doing much trade. In the tourist areas, everything's still open. But it's a fascinating place. Great country to visit. People are really friendly. Sort of have to keep your wits about you, but it's a really interesting place. The door behind me looks like it has a lot of doorknobs, but it doesn't. It has two doorknobs and what's known as elephant deterrents, very sharp, spiky things on the doors. I think it's from the Indian tradition. So it's a fascinating place, Zanzibar. We've been at the spice market, we've been at the fish market, and sadly we were at the former slave market because Zanzibar historically was one of the centres of slave trade, particularly in the 1800s. And it was outlawed in 1873, but actually persisted till about 1897. So very sad place to visit. Just makes you wonder at the humanity of people and what people are capable of doing at each other, because millions of people were traded through this port in the 1800s. Fascinating place to visit though, but it's quite poignant. An hour or so up the coast you can go snorkelling. That's Bill Gates' private island in the background and a big storm blowing in behind it. So we managed to get out for an hour and a half in the water. Water's really warm, just beautiful, and lots of fish. One of those little boats will take you out to the reef and provide you with the snorkelling equipment you need. Really worthwhile. It was a lovely way to spend a morning, even though the ride back was a little bit rough. This is the Emerson restaurant, which is on a rooftop of a hotel in downtown Stonetown. Great views all the way over the coast, and you get a really good perspective on Zanzibar from up here. The food was outstanding. It's traditional Zanzibari cuisine, and Zanzibar being one of the original spice islands, you get food with some really wonderful spices, but not particularly hot spices, just wonderful flavours. Good entertainment. We had singing and dancing and lots of action. The only thing I'd say is it was very windy. So if you can pick your night, it's probably better to go when it's not so windy. At the Z Hotel. The beach behind me has been our home for the last 6 days, and it's just been a fantastic time. The weather has been magnificent, but every day 30 degrees, minimum temperature overnight 27 degrees, and the water temperature is the warmest water I've ever encountered in the ocean. It's 30 degrees. Now if you look behind me carefully, you'll see that there are some beach chairs and lots of commerce going on the beach. There's a kind of a demilitarised zone where the beach touts don't get to you. They won't come up past those umbrellas in the background. But once you cross that line towards the water, everybody's fair game. We found a local travel agent, well, I called him a travel agent, named Dominic on the first day here, and he became our go-to guy for cruises and trips. He was pretty good. He got us a dhow on the first night, and we went out for a sunset cruise, and then we decided we'd do another one on the last night, and he promised me faithfully we'd have the same boat because it was a pretty good one, had a roof on it, and you could climb up on the roof, get some great photos. And when we arrived on the beach, of course, no, we had a little sort of an outrigger jobby, and Dominic was quite insistent that this was in fact the same boat. When I pointed out that the actual boat was moored about another 50 feet offshore, and it was still sitting there, he said, no, same boat, we just cut the roof off. So, smaller boat, but still we had a good time, took a bottle of champagne out and watched a bit of that with our friends. And this is a really great place to stay. anyone's thinking about a trip to Africa and you want a holiday somewhere to finish it, I can recommend Zanzibar. I'd come back. It's reasonably priced. The food's been really good, really good. Wine can be a bit sketchy. You can walk in and they say, sorry, no white wine tonight. We don't have any white wine. Okay, well, what do you have? Oh, we have rosé. And then the next waiter comes up and says, what would you like? And you say, well, what white wine do you have? Oh, you can have Chardonnay, you can have Chenin Blanc. Okay, right. So, yeah, it's been interesting from that point of view, but it is Africa and it's fabulous. So if you're thinking about a good holiday at the beach and you happen to be in Africa, come to Zanzibar. We were warned by one of the guides that on the beach you'll find a lot of Maasai warriors, and they're here to find a bride apparently. However, talking to the locals, they call them plastic Maasai. Not Maasai at all, just guys in robes on the beach. Fascinating.